Let me introduce you to Sophie Rebecca, the 6'3" trans female who thinks that he can ballet dance. So I'm not going to say I'm an expert on anything, especially dancing, ballet dancing, but Sophie Rebecca apparently believes that he is a ballet dancer and wanted to be one so bad that he applied to ballet schools and was accepted to one. Now, I was looking into a little bit of ballet dancing, and it seems that these men and women who are in ballet start very, very young, even before grade school, some of them, and they just practice and they practice and they improve their craft. Well, Sophie Rebecca is the name he goes by. I don't know what his real name is, but apparently he was a rally truck race driver, the dirt tracks where the trucks are. Apparently he was one of those at one time. He was an IT technician, and I guess he just wasn't fulfilled. His life just wasn't joyful that he was driving a truck, probably racing a lot of other men, and I know some women do that. But Sophie, I'll call him Sophie instead of Sophie Rebecca. I don't know where this thought came from. Again, I don't know anything about this person, but after seeing this, I had to talk about it. He decided that I'm going to be a woman and I'm going to be a ballet dancer. And he knew that he would be accepted because if he wasn't, the ballet schools or programs would be transphobic and they would be bigots. And how dare they not accept him because, after all, he says he's a woman. Well, I'm going to show you another clip, and it's basically a comparison of a young female ballet dancer and Sophie, and they're doing similar moves, and just have a look at it, and you can see that there's absolutely, in my opinion, there's absolutely zero skill on Sophie Rebecca's 6'3" male frame when it compares to a petite female ballet dancer. So just to show a little comparison with a real ballet dancer and the 6'3" dude who thinks he's a ballet dancer, the differences are absolutely noticeable. The female on the left has female ballet finesse, if you will. The man on the right has no clue what he's doing, but he wanted to be included, and apparently he likes ballet, so I'm a woman and I can be a ballet dancer, and he was accepted into a prestigious ballet program. This is what our young people today, females, have to deal with. They're competing against a man like that, and it's absolute nonsense. So again, this is what's happening today. Grown men, he's obviously a grown man, decided for some reason, I'm going to grow my hair long, I'm going to put on a leotard, and I'm going to say I'm a woman, and I'm going to be a ballet dancer. And he was accepted, from what I can see of this place, one of the most prestigious ballet programs in the country or around anywhere, the Royal Ballet. And the Royal Ballet apparently is known for producing high quality, high caliber dancers. And they went ahead and basically, what were they thinking? To accept this man into their program. Now, I would just love to be at a performance from the Royal Ballet just to see Sophie Rebecca get on a stage with real petite or small men and women ballet dancing. And you would be, I don't know what this program was thinking to even put this person in there. This is, again, nothing more than a power play, if you will, by the alphabet people. They think that they have to be involved in every single thing. Now, if this dude who he's a dude, he's a man, went to the ballet school as a man, they would have said, "What are you, nuts? The hell out of here." He would not have stepped foot in any ballet school or program as a 6'3" man. And he knew that. But he was determined to give up his race career and his information technology career, and he was going to be a ballet dancer. So what do you have left? He had to say he was a female. And sure as shit, he got accepted. Now, I always call this a mental illness, and for this man to think that he can actually ballet dance, he needs some severe counseling, I think. I don't know how he's not embarrassed to be compared or compete with real ballet dancers, male or female. It's just the society that we live in is bowing down to this woke alphabet culture. It's men today who can't compete, whether it's hockey or baseball or swimming, and now it's ballet. Okay, they can't do it as the biological male that they are because they're not good at it. But they know, good or bad, in Sophie's case, it's bad, they're going to be accepted and they're going to be welcomed. And apparently, they'll be able to live their true self. Well, I think Sophie should have stayed in the truck racing industry. He could have been a really good race driver, and I'm sure he was a good IT technician. But his life just wasn't fulfilled. And it's kind of like this next guy I'm going to show you. It's very brief. This man decided he wanted to be a figure skater, but he was no good at it as a man, and he's still not good at it as a woman. But he became a woman, and he got a chance to show what he could do on the ice. So have a look at this. Now that obviously was during a performance because you could see the other real skaters around him. What are these people thinking? He knows he can't skate. He couldn't skate as a man. What makes him think he can skate as a woman and be a figure skater at that? This is what I'm talking about, and this is why I bring this up so much. This is all we are seeing. Haven't people had enough? Even the woke left Democrats, the woke liberal media, haven't they had enough of going on camera and lying to us, saying that they approve of this nonsense and they're living their true self and they belong with? This is getting so out of control. That's just like men who are pretending they're women and then looking into a camera, making videos and telling us that they have periods. They get their menstrual cycle like women. And they're mocking women by saying, "Oh, it's painful and it's this and I cramp up." And people are accepting of this. The left-wing liberals are accepting of this because they just have to stay relevant. They know it's wrong. They know men cannot be women. They know Sophie Rebecca is not a ballet dancer, and they know that dude on the ice can't even skate, male or female. But they're going to keep shoving it down our throats, and we're going to have to live with it and accept it. And if we don't, and if we talk about it, God forbid, you're you're transphobic, you're against the alphabet people. How dare you make a mockery of them? Men are making a mockery of women, especially in sports, like William Leah Thomas with Riley Gaines. William Thomas making a mockery of female swimming. Sophie Rebecca is making a mockery of ballet dancing for men and women who can really ballet dance. And whoever that dude was on the ice skates, is making a mockery of female figure skaters. So anybody who runs these programs needs to just take a step back and really do some soul searching as to why they're accepting this. They're not only making their programs look bad, they're making the people who are really good at their craft look bad, because they're accepting these men who say they're women into a prestigious program, whether it's swimming at Penn State, whether it's the Royal Ballet, or any other place where a dude can't compete with dudes, so he's a woman. They're making the other competitors have to think twice about really wanting to do it, because sooner or later, Sophie Rebecca is probably going to win something, some award or something in a ballet competition that should have went to a female, but they had to give it to Sophie because he's a 6'3" man who says he's a woman, and if you don't go along with it, you're the bad person. Enough is enough with this. And I do know it's never going to go away, but what are we doing to our young people today, our young athletes? College kids are getting overrun by the alphabet people. Normal kids who want to go to school to learn, they're getting overrun by alphabet people with ridiculous protests, and everything has to be LGBTQIA +2 -6 divided by 10. This is absolute nonsense. And it all boils down to one thing. These people do it because they have nothing else going on in their life. And they do it because they know there's politicians, political so-called leaders, who will stand up for them and say they belong. Men are women, and they can compete against biological women. Well, those are all the politicians who need to be voted out of office and never be elected again. And all these dudes who say they're women, they need to just stay to themselves, stay out of women's sports, do something on your own, and leave the rest of us to go along with our lives, because we don't give a shit that you think you can do something that you shouldn't be doing, and you never, ever, ever will be a woman if you're a man. And I say that all the time, and I'm going to continue to say it every time I bring out a story like this, because it's just getting too much now. We're getting overrun with this nonsense, and that's it. So if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. I'm sorry I talk about this a lot, but it's so out there right now, and it's so ridiculous. I have to talk about it just to show you how ridiculous it really is. Share this video with someone. I'd appreciate that. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you soon. Have a great night.